Let's talk about the Salomon Advance Skin 12 set. This is one of Salomon's run-in packs and it is a 12 litre pack. Let's get into some of the specs. As I said, the volume of this pack is 12 litres. It comes with the hydration bottles included. These are the two 500 milliliter soft flasks that come with it. You also have the option to add a 2 litre bladder, and it comes with this insulation sleeve to help keep your drink either cool or warm, and it works really, really well. So having 2 litres in the reservoir means that you can have up to 3 litres on you at any point when running with this pack, which is really, really good. The weight of this pack is 277 grams, and if you add the soft bottles, it's 335 grams. It comes in 4 different colours and 5 different sizes from extra small to extra large. I have this in a small, and I actually think it's a little bit too small for me. I wear a small t-shirt, that's my UK size, and I find this a little bit small. I also have the Active Skin 8 set, and I have that in a small, and that fits perfectly. So I don't know, if you're going between the two, with this one I think I should have gone for a medium. So this pack is £125. However, it does come with those 2 soft flasks, which I said, which if you buy them individually, they're £18 each. That's not really bad at all, is it, for a 12 litre volume vest, which is going to last you a long time. Salomon say that this pack offers more personalisation in both fit and function. It has the updated SensorFit closure system to make the pack even more comfortable, and the 12 litres of volume is designed with long endurance races in mind. So just to talk about the pack itself, it has at the front 2 zip pockets, one on either side. It then has behind those a stuffed mesh pocket behind each of them, and then if you go onto the side, it has again another stuffed mesh pocket, which is technically not either side because it goes all the way around the back. You can put your arm through it like that. I don't know why I did that. And then you have the main compartment in the back that also inside it has a little bag to put small stuff in so that it doesn't like jump around as much when you run. And then also up the top, you've got a space to put your bladder, which has this little clip to go through to hold it in place, and then also just in front of that there is another pouch there, which you kind of can't really see that well, but that is another part that's separate from the back. It also has loads of links and little bits of wire that you can use to tighten up the pack or attach poles to or clip things to, which is really nice. It has space in the front here for your soft bottles. It has these little tabs that go around the top of the bottle to keep them in place, and then just behind the bottle there's like another tiny little pouch here, which is sort of up on your shoulder here, so you can put like a gel or something in there. It's very, very functional, and there's a lot of customization that you can do with it, and you can pack things in very different ways, which is really good. It also has this little pouch for wrappers, and we'll get into why I hate this thing so much later on. Some people might think it's great, I hate it. So that's all the tech of the pack. Let's get into some things that I really like about it and some things that I maybe don't. Okay, so one of the main things I love about this pack is that the fact that it has the 2 zip pockets. This is really useful because sometimes you go for a run and you're carrying keys and your phone with you and maybe something else that's a little bit valuable. You just don't know, maybe you need some money and a credit card, and to have 2 pockets you can separate these things out. I hate putting my keys in the same pocket as my phone, because then you get your phone at the end of like a 4-hour run and it's just scratched all over from your keys. So it's really nice to just go phone in one pocket, keys in the other, and they're not going to scratch, and you're not going to worry about dropping either one. Because that's one thing, is that if you put something in these stuff pockets and you bend down to tie a shoelace, you need to be careful because sometimes things can fall out, especially if the pack's quite empty. It's funny, the more you stuff the pack, the more things stay in. You sort of think it's the opposite, but actually if you really cram stuff in there, it kind of just tightens itself and nothing falls out. But if you've just got your phone on a quick sort of 10K and you bend over and it's not in a zip pocket, make sure you look on the floor in case it's down there. Another thing I like about this is these quick sternum straps. They're absolutely wicked. They're so good. They're so fast to link up. They're really comfy. You can make it larger or smaller. So this is really good because when you run with this pack without the reservoir on the back, you will need it a little bit tighter. If you fill up your reservoir, as you're going and drinking from it, it's gonna slowly compress as the water gets less, and you can just, over time, really quickly tighten your pack on the run so that it still fits snug. And as your stuffed pockets, you get less in them, you can just keep tightening it. And you can do that on the run. You don't even have to stop. You don't even need to think about it. You'll just do it naturally. You'll find yourself going, oh, the pack feels a bit, okay, cool, fine, done. It's so quick. You can pretty much adjust all of this on the run, which is really good. Breathability of the vest is amazing. So it has all this 3D mesh, which is really good. And then if you look at the inside of it, you can see all of the mesh that you've got. And this makes it so breathable, you don't even notice you have it on. Obviously, the more you add to the back, it will press against your back more, so you will get a sweatier back. I mean, you're gonna get a sweaty back anyway, you're running, aren't you? However, I don't find that you overheat, which is really nice. So the next like is the mesh pocket that runs all the way around the back. It's just massive, and you just throw so much stuff in there. You just absolutely fill it. And it's one of those things where if you're doing a race that you start at 6 AM, but you're doing 100 miles, so you can take 24 hours, let's say, you can throw a head torch in here. And you can throw it right round to the back, not have to worry about it. It doesn't get in the way of your food or anything like that. And then 11, 12 hours later, and whenever it gets dark, your head torch is in the back. It's all the way around the back here, but you can still get to it, which is really good. And again, there's more ties and things around in the back here that you can use to tie things down and tighten the pack. My last like is just the amount of stuff that's on it, just all of these clips, all the different ways that you can actually change the pack and move it around and make it suit you. I really, really like that. I love the Active Skin 8 set. I absolutely love that pack because it's so lightweight and it's just really quick and easy. However, it's not as customizable. You can't shift things around as much, where with this, oh, it's just wicked. You really can just put anything anywhere and really change it to how you want it. So that's absolutely class. Okay, so let's get to some dislikes, and we're just gonna go straight into this stupid little pouch. I absolutely hate this thing. I'm gonna cut it off once I've done this review. That's how much I hate it. I just get really angry thinking about it. Basically, it sits in this front sort of, like, see, I can't even, like, it sits in this front stash pocket, and this pocket is probably the most usable one for really quick access. Now, this left one, perfect, really, really good. You can get in there so quick, so fast, you don't get your hand caught. This right one, oh, I hate it so much just because of this pouch. So every time you put your hand in, like, obviously because it's empty, it's not too bad, but then you end up getting your hand caught in this, or your fingers caught in it, or what you're trying to get out gets caught in it. I just swear at it. Honestly, when I started running with it, I nearly took the pack off and threw it on the floor because I was just so pissed off of it. It's just the most unnecessary thing. I think it's meant for wrappers and waist and things, and that's totally fine, like, great. Like, you should never drop your wrappers on the trail. But you've got loads of stuff pockets, you can just stuff it in a different pocket rather than trying to use this stupid system. So yeah, I hate this thing. The other one is the reservoir. It's a kind of like semi-dislike, because actually once you get it to work, it's really good, but it's really, really fiddly. So the bladder, when you put it in, you put the bladder in through here, okay? It drops down, and then if you reach through this back pocket, there's a little triangle, which you can see here, this little blue bit, where the spout comes out. Oh my god, I just tipped water everywhere. Spout comes out there, and then you have to sort of get the tube all the way around, and it goes through this little hole down here, and then up through this pocket, and then there's this little loop here that you put the tube through, and it just sits here, which is absolutely amazing. And once it's there, it's really good. However, when you get the pack, it's not obvious at all how you set this up. Once you get it done, it's really good, but just getting it sorted is such a pain in the ass. It's just so annoying just to try and figure it out and get it all right. And for some reason, Salomon don't really, like, there's no information about it. There is a really good video that shows you how to do it, and I will leave that in the description of this video. So in conclusion, I think this pack is absolutely wicked. There are obviously slightly cheaper packs available, like the Active Skin 8, which is also really good. However, if you're going for sort of 100 miles or more, I would say that this pack, I would definitely get over the Active 8 because it's just got that extra bit of customization. I would check the sizing with it because, as I say, I think this one is a little bit small and the other one fits fine, so maybe go one size up from what your t-shirt size is. That might be worth doing. If you can get to a shop to try it on, that's even better. I mean, 125 quid, it's a really, really good pack. It's really durable. If it's anything like the Active 8, which I've run in a lot more than this, I know it's going to be incredibly durable, and so far I've done a lot of hours in this and there's not even a scratch on it, which is great. And I've also fallen over many times in it because I'm really good at that. Right, so I mentioned the Active Skin 8, so if you're interested in seeing a review of that pack, I've got one up here for you, and then also I have a comparison video of the two and telling you about which one I would pick down here. I've got on this Rockman t-shirt, which is awesome. They're an amazing Welsh company who promote resilience. There is a link for 20% off their clothing in the description below. Remember to like, subscribe and hit the bell. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one.